Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. Yes, it's Thursday, and I'm off to do my last gig of the tour for the summer down at the little Tivoli Theatre in Wimborne tonight. I am really looking forward to that. It's been a good day so far. I've just written out a cheque for £1,000 from everyone on the Ustream charity fund that you can go and give online. The details are now going along the bottom here. £1,000 for Care After Combat, a fantastic charity founded by me, Goose, and Simon Weston all those years ago, and now run by the team up there in Newark. In fact, they're having a ball. They're having a really good ball at the Nottingham Moat House there on the 20th of October. If you want any tickets for that, and there are tables of 10 still to do, go and have a look here below. Here's their address. It's Care After Combat, and they are a great team, and it's £1,000. If you'd like to donate, go to the Ustream fund. You'll see it on all the gubbins underneath here after you have subscribed, and then to YouTube, and then you can donate. And the next cheque for £1,000 is going to the Caister Independent Lifeboat. And if any of you here are members but are watching YouTube, you will have a look at a wonderful programme we made called For the Love of a Woman, where we hope the new lifeboat will be named after the coxswain's late wife. And this is not part of the RNLI. They're very far from taxi drivers, that unfair thing that people are calling the RNLI at the moment. These are an independent lifeboat crew up there in Caister, and we love them a lot. Now, before we go any further, my job as a comedian is to talk about the news and take the piss out of it this week. Well, what is in all the news is the Israel-Palestine situation. And listen, I'm a comedian and I don't know enough to make any comment. I wouldn't dare make any comment. And I think a war that is losing thousands of people could do without my little chipping in about it. I hope you all agree about that. It is actually not mentioning the elephant in the room. And talking of elephants in the room, you've got to ask yourself, and I've got the quotes down here so I don't screw this up on such an important thing, why aren't the BBC referring to these people that came over and targeted and kidnapped individuals, civilians? Why aren't they being classed as terrorists? What they're called, insurgents, aren't they? Let's have a look. Even the royal family have referred to them as terrorists. People refer to them as terrorists. But John Simpson, that well-known lovey, you know Simpson, you remember him? These are BBC men. You can't use that word terrorist because then they would be impartial. Well, we all know they're not impartial anyway. I'd like to find out what Gary Lineker is going to say. He normally jumps on the bandwagon, but I don't think he's going to go have a go at Israel and the Jewish nation, because didn't he play for Tottenham Hotspur? There you go. So there's a conflict of interest. I'll be talking a little bit later on about prisons as well. This is on Ustream, where I can talk about what I want without fear of being cancelled, because we all own it ourselves here. Convicted rapists and burglars are being spared jail. You know why they're being spared jail? There's no room in the jails. Do you know why? Have you flicked through all the newspapers and had a look at the type of people that are causing most of the crimes in this country? I'm saying nothing. Don't have a go at me. You look, you find out yourself, and you listen to people that work in prison, or why they don't work in prison, because it's just so awful and, dreadful at the moment. Dreadful, as Bobby Dabra would say. Let's have a look at the type of people we've got in prison that are filling our prisons up. I'll be talking about Colonel Tom Moore's daughter, and she has pocketed, it says here in the newspapers, from her own thing. She's talking to that idiot Piers Morgan, £800,000 from books written by her father. We'll talk about that. Should anyone who works for a charity be paid? I got paid when I stepped in as Chief Executive Officer. It wasn't enough to cover me time and the money I raised, but the job needed to be done. I actually believe that if you're running a huge charity and making millions of pounds, you should be paid. You don't want idiots. You don't want volunteers. Yes, volunteers are great, but would you have a volunteer to run the Royal British Legion? I'd have me run the Royal British Legion, and I'll tell you on Ustream what I'd do with it as well, but there you go. Right, I'm nipping off now because my car's at Luton Airport, and I think it's the only one that has survived. It doesn't matter, I parked it there when I was banned from driving because it's cheaper than keeping it on your drive. And I might have to go to a party later to listen to that Lisa Namby, Pamby Wamby, and some other idiot singing karaoke. Did you see that? Why are they celebrating so far? Barney Rubble, the leader, he buggered off. He didn't stay there. Letha Nambi, that's it. Yes, terrible. And what about the bloke that jumped up and sprinkled stuff all over Keir Starmer? It proves you can't polish a turd, but you can sprinkle stardust on it. His name was Yaz Awami. There's a fucking shock. Okay? Anyway, there you go. Let's just talk about what is going to happen. I tell you what's going to happen. You're going to come over to Ustream, join me, show all these mainstream media people and the cancellation culture that you are not going to be cancelled and you are going to follow me because of free speech and having a laugh. I've said it now. Oh, there you are. Okay. Listen, we've got a brand new series coming up. It's called As Funny as Fuck. It is so funny. It's a good old-fashioned sketch show with all the best bits of sketches from loads and loads of people dating way back. You should see some of the girls on it. We've had a big argument here because one of Gary Bushell's sketches was a woman showing her breasts and he was treating her rather sexist. And so Vicky Nash has decided, she's our PR communications person, that we can't show that. But she's not here next week, so we'll put it in the next episode. Here's the trailer. See you soon. Come to Ustream. You know it makes sense. And up yours to the people that want to shut us down or stop us from growing. Netflix, Ustream, yee! A brand new series exclusively to Ustream featuring all your favourite comedy stars, proper comedy stars. Don't you worry about that.
And we are going to get Brexit done, by the way. We've got that oven ready, Brexit.
Yes, it's the Funny as Fuck sketch show. Have it.